A lot of folks ask me why their dishwasher doesn't get everything clean. I tell them, it may be your detergent. That's why more dishwasher brands recommend Cascade Platinum, with the soaking, scrubbing, and rinsing built right in. For sparkling clean dishes the first time. Cascade Platinum.
Does your plug-in fade too fast? Try Febreze Fade to Fi Plug. It has built-in technology to digitally control how much scent is released to smell first day fresh for 50 days. La 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 la.
What's with the cash? We refinanced our home with the Ktla loan. Scored big savings.
Score big savings with a 2.09% APR home loan with no points or lender fees. Call 800-918-9200 or go to intellalone.com.
Don't be surprised if your next delivery is made by a robot. A new milestone in autonomous delivery in TechSmart.
Monday at 5 a.m.
Now at noon, a horrifying attack in Hancock Park in broad daylight. A woman is stabbed to death inside of a furniture store. Thank you for joining us for the KTLA 5 News at noon. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. A motive is still not clear, but investigators say the victim was working in the store alone when the suspect entered.
KTLA 5's Jennifer McGraw joining us live now from Hancock Park with more on this developing story. Jen?
Glenn and Lou, neighbors say this is incredibly disturbing that this is happening in their neighborhood. To hear that a potentially random attack, this man walked in the store and police say stabbed that poor young woman to death. You have to take a look at this video. This is surveillance video that police say you can see the man walking out the back door, down the alleyway, just nonchalantly. It happened inside the Croft House on La Brea Avenue near Beverly Boulevard. LAPD responded to a report of an assault with a deadly weapon at the store just before 2 yesterday. Arriving officers found an employee on the ground, unresponsive, and homicide investigators say she was alone. Police say a customer discovered the young woman shortly after the attack and called 911. She's been identified as 24-year-old Brianna Kupfer, who lived in the Pacific Palisades and worked here at the store as a design consultant. Neighbors say there are usually 2 people and 2 employees in the store during business hours, but it's unclear why that wasn't the case this time. And neighbors say crime is up and want more to be done and for police to catch the man responsible for Brianna's death.
And it's just like how disturbing that these things, you know, they happen. It's a big city, I get it. I'm from New York, but like I've watched it go down the tubes here. This guy strolled off like he was eating an ice cream down the alley.
And police say they're looking for this man. They believe that he potentially could be transient living in the area and hope that somebody recognizes this man in the video and calls police. And of course, if you have any more information, give them a call. Live here in Hancock Park, Jennifer McGraw, KTLA 5 News.
2 tourists from the UK became the latest victims of armed robbers. The crime happened at 3 o'clock this morning on La Cienega near Santa Monica Boulevard. Cell phone video from a witness shows one of the men struggling with the thieves in the middle of the street. One man says he and his friend had just left a nightclub and were waiting for an Uber when they were attacked.
Never even seen a gun before, let alone have one at my head. I honestly thought I was going to lose my life at one point because he said, give me all your stuff or otherwise I'll shoot you.
LA County Sheriff's deputies say the robbers took 2 watches and a bag from the victims and an unknown amount of cash. The victims were not hurt.
Turning now to breaking news, the Culver City Unified School District has announced that due to a spike in COVID cases, it will close all schools next week. The superintendent issued a statement saying the closure will give students and staff time to, quote, recoup and recover. The closure impacts over 7,000 students and 900 employees. Students will be sent home with a coronavirus testing kit, and they will need to show a negative test before returning to school on January 24th. Well, California is enacting new COVID-19 policies in the workplace today, and they largely impact testing and masking guidelines.
KTLA 5's Aaron Myers live now in Studio City with all the changes. Aaron?
Glenn, Lou, Cal OSHA is the one who is putting out these new rules. They go into effect today. As you said, they're related to testing, masking, and even isolation for employees. New workplace rules put out by Cal OSHA now in effect for businesses across the state. Employees can no longer read at-home tests themselves before coming back to work.